Hey everyone, it's Apache here and welcome back to Slay the Spire. We're going to do a Ironclad run today. There have been a few updates since the last episode, and so we're going to try and check some of those out today if we can, see if any of the new stuff comes up. We'll go through it if it does. This is now update, patch 7, which is early access 11, released on this date here. You can see 11th of January 2018. So this is, as of recording, currently the latest build of the stable release rather than the beta or the beta version, which is currently on early access 12. Today we're going to go for another one of these random boss relics. I like these because it starts you off on a different path. It allows you to learn a lot of the different cards, a lot of the different relics, and it allows you to try out a lot of the builds that you wouldn't otherwise try. So the other ones we have choose a random card to obtain, so just any card, we get a standard pick of cards. They can be any from basic cards up to legendary cards, but with only a very slim chance of getting a legendary card. Obtain a random common relic, could be something interesting, could be something kind of run destroying. Lose all gold, but obtain a random rare relic. Now again, this is a very dangerous one to take at the very start of a game, and so is this one, to be honest, but a random boss relic I think gives you quite a decent start and gives you something new. This is going to be a very interesting run. Snekawai. Draw 2 additional cards each turn, but start each combat confused, so we want to build a very heavy deck. A lot of very expensive cards we want in a build. I can't remember if we've done a Snekawai build before. I know I have, but I'm not sure if I recorded it or not. So the idea with Snekawai is that each round, or each hand, the cost of each card is randomised between 0 and 3. Now if you have a very low cost card, say 0 or 1, so if you have a 0 cost card, say, then it can be random between 0 and 3. So 100% of the time it's going to cost at least the same as it did. 75% of the time it's going to cost 1 more than it did, and so on and so forth. Whereas with something which starts off as a card which costs 3 energy, then that will be 100% of the time it will be 3 energy or below. So that means 75% of the time it will be a lower cost than it usually is. So it's heavy cost cards are usually better in a confused build. Anyway, let's get on with this. We have these guys to start with. These are quite a nasty fight to begin with, to be honest. And so we're going to go for a single cost defend, a single cost defend, and a single cost strike. Oh, we do have a single cost bash here. Yeah, go for a single cost bash. See, that actually cost less than it normally would. That's usually 2. Everything else in our hand is usually 1. We'll take a little bit of damage here to start. Not really too worried about too much damage. It's more kind of the in the mid stage of the first level that I'm going to start worrying about the damage. Here we can do not too much, to be honest. A standard defend and a strike against. Should have realised that. If I struck it, it was going to die. So I could have done a strike against that one and a bash against this one. Badly played. We have a 3 defense, which is nice. We have a single cost strike here. That's going to give it. Yeah, I can't bash and I can't do much else. So that's going to give it the armour. So I may as well fully defend. And that'll be it. So next round it'll have 7. So a single. Yeah, we've got it anyway. These strikes are 0s. There we go. I was going to say a single bash could do it, even if it was 3 energy. We got a block potion. First card. Ooh, we could go for a Sever Soul run. Sever Soul Actually, no, it's not that one I was thinking of. It was Searing Soul, I think it's called, or Searing Pact. Cross between these one. It means you can upgrade it as many times as possible. We don't really need any of these for now. I suppose Clothesline's going to be better than it usually is because it's a heavy cost card. It's heavy cost for what it does, basically. Receive, yes, I will go for this one because we don't currently have a way of discarding cards, but we can get ways of discarding cards, and gaining that extra gold means we can get a relic. See here, we get Clothesline for free. We can give that to him straight away. I'm going to gain weak at the end of this turn. So I kind of want to defend, strike. Yeah. Hopefully we'll have a bit of a defensive hand next hand. Ish. But that is fully... Yes, actually no, that's going to be important. Giving me vulnerable, and we are fully blocked from this damage. He is going to get a shield next turn. However, luckily we are dealing 50% more damage than we would be normally. And we have a decent clothesline, strike, and any other strike. There we go. Here, none of these are any good for us. They are zero cost, so we are almost guaranteed, or 75% of the time at least, they are going to be worse than they are now. Anger especially fills up your hand with random cost cards, but are almost always worse than they are. Clash, we have too many skills for this to be useful. You need a very skill light deck for that, and we're probably going to run a fairly skill heavy deck because a lot of the skills are quite highly powered, and I'm hoping to get a fair few powers as well, which are free cost, and therefore will be benefited mostly by this confused. Reckless Charge again isn't amazing, and I never really want to, especially voluntarily, gain vulnerable, so I'm going to skip all of those. They're no good for us. I am going to go for the shop. Upgrade 2 random cards, lose 16 hit points. Yes, we're always going to do that. 2 depends, unfortunate. Now here this gives us the option to go for the elite after as well. So in this shop, what do we have? Shovel. It kind of has to be Shovel. Almost all of these cards are 0 or 1, and we really want 2 or 3. We already have a Clothesline. Lee's Waffle. Raise your maximum hit points by 7 and heal all of your hit points. No. If your hit points are full, gain an energy at the start of each turn. They're hardly ever going to be full. So it's definitely the Shovel. I could have removed a card, but I think most of our cards at the moment are okay. I can start burning out some of the lower cost cards, but I think this will do us very good. We can now dig for loot, which is relics at campfires. This fight is going to be nasty, especially with confused. So we're going to go for the defend. I'm going to do, or 2 weak won't actually do anything with these, but this is our highest amount of damage we can deal. So I'm going to do that on the front line. That removes his debuff, or his artifact, level of artifact, which negates a single debuff. We are going to be weak for the next turn, so I'm hoping to get a fairly defensive hand. Defend plus would be nice. There's a defend plus with 2. They are all attacking, which is not nice. However, we can defend plus, and strike for 4. And I'm going to be weak next hand as well. I need to get more cards in my deck. I'm shuffling every hand at the moment, which would be nice if I get a couple of relics which synergize with it, but I don't have those at the moment. Did I miscount? I must have miscounted. So here we're starting to get the dazed in my decks. This fight has changed. These used to give you wounds and your deck could fill up completely with wounds. They now give you dazed, which are ethereal, which means even if they're not used, which these cards are never used, then they exhaust themselves at the end of the hand. So we're going to do the 2 strikes, and we're going to do the clothesline. The strike won't kill him, but it will take him down so that he will definitely die from any attack next time. We're going to lose a lot of hit points in this fight. And we're going to get a lot of dazed. And because we have such a thin deck at the moment, we're going to deal doubt. We're going to get doubt so many times. We're going to get through these dazed quite a lot as well. If we have a look in the draw pile now, half the draw pile is dazed. Defense heavy? No. We do have bash. I'm going to need to take him out actually, so I want to do the bash against him, the strike against him, and then defend for 8. That's the most we can defend for. We are again going to be weak next hand. I want to try and get that doubt out of my deck as quickly as we can. We've not got much money left now though, but luckily we won't really need to buy relics in the shop, so we can go for card removal more. I think the right play here is the defend plus and the strike against this guy. And we can defend again, might as well. Do have a block potion as well if we desperately need it. Clothesline 3 on him. Takes his damage down to 6, which is lovely. Which means that defends almost everything. And we can strike for 6. And again, we're weak next hand. So we have 4 dazed in this. We still have a defense, we have a bash. So we'll probably get a bash. And there is the bash, dealing 6. So we can take this guy out for 1. And then defend for 8. So we should be fully defended. And also we can add another 4 onto him. Defend plus. Ooh, nasty. And again, we're weakened. Get a feeling it's going to be a fairly slow progression in this. Purely because we're confused at the moment. As soon as we start getting to campfires, it'll be a lot easier. Let's do the damage first, and then we can work out how we want to spend our energy. Which has to be a clothesline here. Gets rid of that so we can put vulnerable on him when we get a bash, and puts him into kill range for next turn. Potential kill range at least. With a strike and a clothesline. Meat on the bone. Wow. Okay, if your health is below 50% at or below 50% at the end of combat, heal for 12 hit points. I think that's just saved our life. So here, uppercut is a really good pick for this. We can get dual wield with that uppercut, it would be lovely. Just seeing about which way we want to go. We want to go here to burn the doubt out of our deck. And then here we can upgrade a card. We might need to rest here actually before going to this elite. Actually no, we should be okay. So long as this fight goes alright. Apply 1 weak or 1 vulnerable. Sounds good to me. So this will now do 9 damage. And of course we get doubt in the opening hand. Okay, actually no, we want to do a bash first. Because then this will be a lot more powerful, and then this will be a lot more powerful. And we can't kill, he's only going to do 4 points. It's not bad. We are weakened again. Which is not nice. And the strike kills. So we've got now 45 hit points. So I'm still not at a point that I would particularly want to be at. Headbutt, flame barrier. Flame barrier is actually better. Okay. So here we want to dig. And we get Regal Pillow, heal an additional 15. So yeah, I think we'll go for a heal here. I'm tempted to go for a... I don't know, it depends what I'll get here. Another 2 defense have been upgraded, okay. Oh, I'm going to go for it. Dig. Vajra. Okay, at start of each combat, gain 1 strength. We're actually in an okay position to take this guy. We can take this one and this one. And then get another question mark as well. So we've got 2 question marks and 2 elites. And another campfire before the boss. Let's go for it. Oh, this guy's going to be horrible. And that's all my defense in my first hand. That's not nice. And turn. Wish we had ice cream now. He's doing 6 damage, but we can't. Well, we can if we use a potion. But we're not getting full value out of that potion. I don't really want to use it. And we're weakened next turn as well. So I actually want to give you 2 weak. So that you're weakened as well. And that's my entire turn. This was all attacks on the round that I didn't want the attacks. Just hope we don't get doubt. No doubt, no doubt, no doubt. Excellent. Don't speak. 1 weak, 1 vulnerable. For 1. We need to defend for 1. And again. We're only going to take 4. But I need to nuke him. As soon as we can, I need to nuke him. Bash. Now I could... Yeah, I need to defend here and use that, which means I'm only going to take 2 damage. If I use this as well, no, just in case, because I am weakened next time. Clothesline will weaken him. God, I hate these 2-cost strikes. Why can't you be zeros? Flame barrier. It has to be flame barrier. I've given him up to 8 strength now. At least it's only a skull bash. It wasn't one of his big hits. Okay, so bash does 9 for free. Everything else is free cost, but everything else will kill. Wonderful. Back up to 47. We're actually more hit points now than we were at the beginning of that fight. Smiling Mask, the merchant's cards removal surface now always costs 50 gold. Gain 2 decks with a dex potion, and here it is, the Searing Blow I was talking about before. Deal 12 damage, can be upgraded any number of times. I think we need a bit of AoE, but we always want to dig though rather than upgrade cards. I really want to get Apotheosis. Or at least armaments. Which means that this is never going to get massively powerful. Cleave is going to be important going into the second round. Going this way means we don't have to go to the boss if we don't want to. Now ideally here I would lose 7 hit points in this fight. I'm not going to try and engineer it, but if it happens, I'm not going to be too fussed. Weaken next hand, of course. We need a shop quickly. Going into the boss fight with that doubt is going to be horrible. So if I can do a strike, if I can do one more strike, well, actually no, this will kill. That will give me 2 vulnerable. Deals 6 damage to all enemies here. So I want to do as much damage as I can to you. Do this one. He isn't attacking, so flame back barrier will take you down though. So if I do flame barrier there, might as well put this one on as well. Gives you more strength, but you are dead next turn. And you're down to 9, so a clothesline will kill you. And a strike will kill you. Excellent. Wasn't too bad. Heavy Blade, I think, is going to be okay. We do have Vajra, so it increases this more. We could do with something like Shuriken. Shuriken would be really nice. 47. Yep, let's go. Okay, this is going to be interesting. Because I've got doubt, I'm actually going to need to wait until the 3rd turn. But, what do we have here? Clothesline for 1, so that's 20 damage there. 27 damage. I think this is probably going to be my best opening turn. But this doubt is going to cripple us. I suppose it'll be on his first turn. We need to do a lot of defense next time we have freedom. No, I want to get those defense back in. I suppose if I do it now, then we won't have quite as good opening hand. I think we need to be able to put vulnerable on him. Actually, no, we can do that. And because it doesn't break his armour, he's not going to wake up yet. Which means we will get vulnerable next time with no weakened. So this is the last turn. We have to go this turn. We do have doubt, unfortunately. We also have 2 of our defense, which isn't that bad actually, that's okay. And we have a decent amount of damage. We're going to do 21 damage there. Strike for 10. Strike for 10. Strike for 10. That's a really good opening hand. And we may as well gain a little bit of block. So now we're weak for the next hand. But we have Flame Barrier for 3. We have a Strike for 7. Clothesline is going to be only give us 1 damage, which is good. And this will actually do more damage to him. I was tempted to do the Dex potion in this one, but if we need to, I think the weak potion would actually be good against this one. So we are not weakened. This will do 17. We apply some weak to him first. We do a bash to him now, and then that one will kill. Wow, okay. 32 gold, raise your max hit points by 7. Another dex potion, and... Thunderclap's quite nice against the artifact guys. Who are we up against? This is one new feature in the new... No, it's not. That's in the beta version. I've been watching a couple of playthroughs of people on beta branch of this game, and in the beta version it actually tells you who you're going to be fighting. So I'm hoping that comes into the next stable release soon. So, I actually skipped those cards, didn't I? Oh well, never mind. Max hit points by 5, receive a relic, gain regret. I can't take regret while I've got doubt, unfortunately. I think I'm going to have to heal here. As much as I don't want to, because it means I can receive a relic for free here, actually. Mercurial Hourglass at the beginning of my turn, deal 3 damage to all enemies. Really, really nice relic. Okay, against this guy, not going to be too bad, I don't. So this guy does nothing in his first turn, second turn does a really big hit. So do we have Bash? Yes we do, and we have Heavy Blade. So let's do... I should have done Bash first. And then Heavy Blade will do 25. And then Clothesline will do 19. He's weak and vulnerable for 2 turns. He's not doing anything this round. It's a shame, I wanted this in the second hand really. And we'll think about doing the 2 dex potions because I am going to need a lot of block here. And I think with the random cost of these defends we're going to get much more use out of them if we get at least one of these dex potions down. Because now each defend is 10 block. And we are going to need to use at least one of them. Remember, he is weak as well. This is 5 times 6 and he's weak. So do we go for a... No, I need to do damage to him. I am going to take 20 damage. But we need to keep this train going. Need to make him weak and vulnerable for the next hand. And do a little bit more damage to him there as well. Because we are going to be weak next hand. So that's his big hit. So now he's actually only doing 4 damage, and until these light back up again green, he's going to be doing small amounts of damage. So we open up, might as well do a Heavy Blade to start. Should we keep the vulnerable train going? That's going to do 10. We do the strike anyway. I think it's going to be more important to make him vulnerable for another 2 turns than to... I'd prefer to take 4 damage but not make him vulnerable for 2 turns. Means we do 50% extra damage. So here we are going to be weak next turn, so it'd be nice to do a bit of damage this turn. So I think it's going to be Clothesline and Flame Barrier. Got Doubt again, we're going to be weak next turn again. So here, there's no point in doing Flame Barrier. We can do the free strike, that one, and the cleave. This hand actually plays itself, although block. No, I prefer to do 9 damage when take. I could have done that one. That was silly. It was 0 cost. Took 2 damage, I didn't need to. So now we have some very expensive ones. So would I prefer to take 8 damage or would I prefer to do 12 damage? Or apply 1 weak one? Yes, mitigating some damage. And damaging him a little bit. Just for 1, but it reduces the amount of damage he's incoming. Might have actually been better to defend that turn, but I think we're gonna beat him to the next big hit. So clothesline is an automatic, strike is an automatic, and then that shouldn't have been, that was wrong order because we could have bashed first, and that might have even been enough to have the kill. That is enough. There we go. Yeah, 99 gold. And Reaper here is going to be very nice for our deck. Deal 4 damage to all enemies, heal for unblocked damage dealt. It probably means we're never going to need to rest again. It does mean we're going to need to get our strength up. Bludgeon in a confused deck, almost always going to be less than 3. Can sometimes just do 32 damage for 0 cost. Between these two, it's a difficult choice. You know, with Regal Pillow, we get so much more from healing at campsites. We're going to get a lot of relics anyway. I think I'm okay to go for Bludgeon. I hope that's the right choice. And here, I can't afford to take the extra curses. That'd be 4 curses we'd have to burn out the deck. We have no discard, we have no exhaust. If this was the start of the second floor, I'd be tempted to take this because it'd only mean I'd get another 1 curse, but because it's the end of the first floor, this means we'll get at least 2 curses, possibly more. However, this will offset getting that bludgeon. For every 5 cards in your deck, heal 2 hit points whenever you enter a campfire, so we can afford to dig more and we'll still get some passive healing from it. So at the moment we'll heal for 6 whenever we dig. Anyway, thank you very much for joining me today. If you enjoyed the episode, please like, comment and subscribe on the video and to the channel, and I will see you next time. If you enjoyed this video, please consider supporting me by subscribing to the channel and liking and commenting on the videos. Thanks. See you next time.